Hey guys, welcome back to our Leveling Up in COD and Leveling Up in Life series here. I know we started off episode 1 on a not so great note from the KD ratio there, but we did manage to get to level 6 and unlock this Scar, which is one of my favorite weapons in this game. I think it's just got a great blend of power, accuracy. The magazine size at 20, isn't great, but no weapon can be completely perfect. But I definitely put it, I think it's between that one or the ACR as the top AR in this game. And I don't know, depending on the map or depending on, kind of what class that you're running, I think the Scar L could be better than the ACR. Uh, so let's get started now, and hopefully we have a better game with that. Hopefully, too, when I unlock extra perks and extra attachments, my play improves just a little bit more because certainly was not proud of that one. But, it happens. Sometimes you get 3 or 4 bad games in a row before you get one really good one, or maybe even a couple. So let's jump in without further ado. Going back to Team Deathmatch, because unfortunately that's just, like the hardest thing. If you notice, it just says 0 for free-for-all. Interesting how that one works. And then Team Deathmatch. Underground was a great map too. Interchange, did not like that map at all. But in this episode, I thought I'd talk a bit about kind of what brought me back to this kind of game, and that was nostalgia. I think more than anything else, really. As you get older, my late 20s, you start to kind of look back. And at the time, I think this game got some hate. Probably from me too at some point, thinking it wasn't as good as Black Ops or, as Modern Warfare 2, where they're like, oh man, if this is as good as it's going to get, it's probably not going to be so great. And looking back with what we have now, I mean, I think this game is looked at in a much fonder light, definitely by me. And I think, that's how it goes for a lot of things in life. As we get older, when we're younger, we're always looking forward at things. We're looking forward to things, whether it's your first driver's license, your first beer, your first car, your first day at college, your first day at your career job, whatever that it is. And once we kind of reach those milestones, there's not so much necessarily to look forward to as much as there is to look back on. And I feel like that kind of happened, with this game, or just gaming for me in general. I definitely don't play as much as I used to, anywhere near that. Of course, a lot of that has to do with, life and work and all those things. But, there really hasn't been anything that's caught my eye in so long. And it's really been making me, look back more on the games that I played. Whether it's this, the other classic CODs, or maybe even Gears of War or Halo. Look at that, starting off strong. And so it's really brought me back to stuff like this, just from gameplay perspective, the weapon perspectives, just the amount of fun, and just kind of even going back almost to what it felt like. I think I was 14 when this game came out. I don't know how old some of you guys are. That could be the common question here is, let me know how old you guys, or what grade you guys were in when this game came out. For me, I was a freshman in high school. I was 14. So it has been a long, long while. Back in the days when you had to go with a parent still and make sure it was okay with them to buy your game, or get your older brother or your older sister, or somebody who just didn't really care that it was rated M to get the game for you, so you could talk about it with all your friends. And so that's really the big theme on here is nostalgia. I feel, as we all get older, I'm sure some of you watching this could be in your, 20s or even 30s or so on and so forth. It really kind of, it puts things into perspectives when you start looking back at stuff. Not only was, thinking about this game, but, what you were like back then, what your life was like back then. That guy walked completely right past me, and dang. But yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever felt that way, or if you're starting to feel that way now. I think it really started to hit me probably right around 20, like towards the tail end of 25 into like turning age 26, I think is where I really started to like just feel like things around me or things going on just weren't the same as well, like right now, or not like right now, but right now in this time when this game that we're playing here came out. Coming home after school, not doing my homework, because who wants to do homework when you can play Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3? Oh. But yeah, so I think, it's always good to remember sometimes, that you need to kind of take that step back, or you need to, you know, take a break from the right now, we'll say 2026 here, and reminisce a bit sometimes. It's okay to want to go back, or to give yourself some time to play a game like this, or, watch a movie that you remember watching.
Enemy UAV spotted.
Watch a TV show. Every TV show seems like it's on Netflix or Hulu, and everybody seems to have some variation of that. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what your guys' experiences have been with that. Trying to find something that's nostalgic to you, or something that really makes you smile, or that gives you a little bit of enjoyment. Just thinking way back when. But I think that's what's so great, about like the TV shows that we used to watch are on all sorts of platforms. Movies are like that. Games, whether it's on Game Pass here, or you can buy it at a GameStop if you still have one by you. I know they're closing a whole bunch of them. That's a great throwback place too. Talk about nostalgia. Going to GameStop for midnight launches and stuff. Man. I remember waiting in line for this game. It was my first midnight launch. And I think I had like 1 or 2 more days left of school before like a fall break. And I was in line, and I was waiting for the game. And that was taking forever, it felt like. But, when you're 14, everything kind of feels like it's taking forever. And I remember saying like, oh, well, you know what, like I'll get it, and then I'll probably play it like tomorrow after school. And I remember the guy in line in front of me was like, how are you gonna wait all this time and not play it when you get home? This was also back in the days before you had to download every game that you bought for reasons that I don't understand. And I think I did play one game online. I believe I did. It went pretty bad. But, just thinking back on those times, like when I play this game, I think back to those memories, and it kind of makes me want to go back more, or, even play like Black Ops or original Modern Warfare 2 or stuff like that. Oh, come on, dude. Oh, man, that was terrible aim. That was all me. I had that guy dead to rights. That as good as my aim was back in 2011.
Enemy care package incoming.
Definitely, too, I think nostalgic for the weapons in this game as well. You just don't see those in games like this anymore, or like in games like the newer CODs anymore. Ooh, that's a tough break for that guy. Come on. Oh. What? Oh. Honestly, my life is probably saved there. Let's see, who was the final kill here? Oof. You never want to be on the bad end of the game winning kill cam. I think now it's like best kill cam now. They shifted away from that. I don't remember when that was. But, well, not the best game on the stat sheet here. But, that is going to do it for this one, guys. I hope maybe, you learned a little bit about nostalgia there. Or if you're feeling that type of way. But I really think that that's what kind of brings us back to stuff like this. Whether it's a game, a movie, a TV show, a place where we used to live, or go to school, is just, as you get older, you stop having things to look forward to, and you start gaining more things to look back on. So if you feel like you like, what you heard, if you learned something, if you felt a similar way, you enjoyed a little bit better gameplay there. I felt like I was doing a lot better with the SCAR. Be sure to like, favorite, and subscribe. Thanks a lot, guys. Catch you in the next one. Bye.